Hello everyone, thank you for checking out this video. You are with Coach Catherine from Terry Q Academy. Today we will solve this question together. I will read to you the question, so listen carefully. Fill in the circles with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 so that the horizontal sum equals to the vertical sum. Now what the question is asking is that the horizontal sum, which is here, it must add up to the same as the vertical sum, like this. So we're going to use the Gauss method or the rainbow method to solve this question. Now the rainbow method is one of the most effective methods that you can use when you're solving this type of question. So what we're going to do is we're going to determine these two numbers, these two numbers, these two numbers, and these two numbers. They will add up to be the same. How are we going to do that? If you know the rainbow method, you will simply do it this way. Okay? We will write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As you can see, we are trying to find out equal pairs. To do that, we will realize that there are 9 numbers altogether. We will take away one number. The number we'll take away will be number 1. I'm then left with numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 8 numbers altogether, and there should be a total of 4 pairs. Which 4 pairs will always give you the same sum? We will have 2 and 9. It will give you 11. We will have 3 and 8. That will also give you 11. And 4 and 7 will give you 11. Lastly, 5 and 6 will also give you 11. After we determine these 4 pairs, we can then proceed to write the numbers into the circles. They must always be in pair. So for example, I'm writing on my left hand side 2, 9. They must always be together. You can write as 9, 2. It doesn't matter where the position is, but they must always be in a pair. Then we'll go on to 3 and 8. And 4, 7, 5, 6. And you might be wondering, what is the number in the middle? The number in the middle will be 1. The one that I took out earlier on. Alright, so this is what I have shown you. There is also another way. Do you know what is the other way? Very good. Some of you have realized that if you have written out the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You may actually take away 9. You'll be left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go on to pair them up. You will get 1 and 8. That will give you 9. 2 and 7. That will also give you 9. 3 and 6. Another 9. Finally, 4 and 5. Now earlier on, I said that the number we took out will be the number that we put in the middle. So we go back to these circles here. I'm going to erase off the numbers that I wrote earlier and go back to the numbers that we have found in the second method, okay, in the second way that we have done. So we have 9 in the middle, and what are the pairs? 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. To test out if this is the correct answer, you will add up this way. 1 plus 8 plus 9 plus 3 plus 6. You will get 27. Then you go on to 2 and 7 and 9 and 4 and 5. It will also add up to 27. So therefore, the vertical and the horizontal sum, they are the same. There is actually one more way of doing it, which I will not reveal to you. I would like you to think about it and try out on your own. So this is the end for today's lesson. I will see you in my next lesson. Listen to the question. It takes 5 minutes to saw a log into 2 pieces. How long does it take to saw the same log into 4 pieces? A common mistake here is when you have 2 pieces, you will tend to write it this way. 2 pieces, 5 minutes. So the common mistake here is you assume that 4 pieces will take 10 minutes. Unfortunately, this is wrong, because we are not looking at the number of pieces but the number of cuts. So the important thing to find here is how many times you need to cut the log. So if you have 1 piece of log and you want to cut it into 2 pieces, you need only 1 cut. If you have the same piece of log, you want to cut into 3 pieces, you need to cut 1, 2 times. The same piece of log, if you need to cut into 4 pieces, you will need 1, 2, 3. 3 cuts. You will notice that the number of cuts will always be 1 less than the number of pieces you need. So in this case, you need 4 pieces of log. You only need 3 cuts. Then from the question, you already know that 1 log to cut into 2 pieces, you only need 1 cut. And that 1 cut takes 5 minutes. So if you want to have 4 pieces, you need 3 cuts. 3 cuts will then take 5 times 3, 15 minutes. So your question is very quickly solved using this very simple method to establish how many cuts and not how many pieces Okay? I'm going to read the question to you, and you have to listen very carefully. There are 3 baskets on each side of a square table. How do you arrange 24 apples so that there are 7 apples altogether on each side? Fill in each box to show the correct number of apples in each basket. For this question, I want you to think of how to arrange the apples so that there are 7 apples on each side of the table. Now, if you were to divide 24 apples by 4, you will get 6. So, if you are looking at one stretch like this, how are you going to rearrange them? Alright, there is a simple trick to this question. That is what I like to use. I normally count how many boxes there are. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 baskets, and they are arranged on 4 sides of the table. So normally I will group these 8 baskets. I will divide by 4, then I will have 2 groups each. 2 baskets each, sorry. So these 2 baskets will give me an idea that if I were to use 24 divide by 4, I will get 6. Meaning, every time I have one group here, it will be 6 and 6 and 6. This is the first condition, okay? The second condition that I want to look into is the one that is in the question that says 7 apples on each side. If I know there are 7 apples on each side, then I will want to look at here. 7 apples on each side. Now I know that once 2 baskets will add up to 6 apples, meaning the first box here, I should get a 1, because 1 plus 6 will give me 7. When I look at this group can be duplicated as here. 1 and 6, that will give me 7. Now you notice that these 2 corners here, I have put 1 apple in each box. So if I have 7, if I need total of 7 here, so what is the number of apples I must put in the middle? That is a 5. So I have 1 on each corner and 5 in the middle basket. That will give me 7 on each side. I will go on to the next group of equation here. Similarly, I will have 1 on each corner and 5 in the middle. That will give me another 7 on another side of the table. And I go on to complete the rest of the boxes. Now when I look at all of them, I add up all the numbers, I will get 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. 5 times 4, I have 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 apples on 4 sides of the table, and each side totaling up to 7 apples. So this is how I solve my question. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. The second level of a bookshelf has 10 books more than that of the first level. 4 books from the second level are moved to the first level. How many more books are there on the second level than the first level now? This is a seemingly easy question. Now you know that there were 10 books more on the second shelf at first. And you know that 4 books are moved from the second level to the first. If you have simply used 10 minus 4 and get your answer as 6, then you have to think very carefully. For this question, it is easier if you use a model method. I will show you this very simple but very effective and powerful method. First, we write down first level and we draw a simple model to denote the number of books. Then we draw the second level, which shows that it has actually 10 books more. So we have a model for the second level that is a lot longer than that of the first level. Then from here we know that we are going to move 4 books from this excess 10. We're going to move 4 to our second level. And that will leave us with like this. If we move 4 from the second level to the first level, you will have something like this. And you know that these 4 books have been moved here. These books would have been removed. It's no longer there. So now we are going to compare the model here. The one that we are interested to look at now will be here. How many more books are there on the second level than the first level now? You know that you can use 6 minus 4 to get a 2. So your answer is as simple as that. There are 2 more books on the second level than the first level now. I hope you enjoyed this very simple technique that I have taught you. I'm going to read to you the question. It takes James 2 minutes to walk from one floor to another in a high rise. How long does it take James to walk from the first to the 4th floor? Now, if you have counted first, second, third, fourth floor, and you are going to use 4 times 2 and get 8. Think again, because I'm going to show you how I'm going to solve it. First of all, I will draw a very simple building, and I'm going to label it like this. So this will be the second floor, third, fourth, and fifth. We can go on, but I'm just going to stop here. Now, if James were to be standing here, and he's going to come up to second floor, third floor, and the 4th floor. That is really very easy. It's very easy for you to see as well. So all you have to do is, he takes 2 minutes to walk up from one floor to another floor. This is 2 minutes. He will take another 2 minutes to walk up from second to third, and another 2 minutes to walk up from the third to the 4th. So you know that this is very easy to write out. You can simply write out as 3 times 2 minutes equals to 6 minutes. You can also not draw out a building, but use a simple line, and you're going to draw it like this. From the 1st floor, that's where he's standing, to the 2nd, to the 3rd, to the 4th. You're going to count the number of intervals. 1, 2, 3. Each interval is 2 minutes. Therefore, you have 2 times 3, 6 minutes. That's how this is solved. Very easy. I hope you enjoyed this lesson.
If you would like to learn more from these tutorials, please smash that like and subscribe button.